welcome to another um, weekly palette. I should have been here last week with a weekly palette, but it was a weird week. Had some car troubles, had to be back and forth to Tupelo trying to get the car fixed. And as you can see, I am recording at night. It is too hot to record in the daytime. Um, and so I'm trying to do something a little different with the lights. It's making me look a little shiny, but I don't know, maybe it'll be better. Y'all let me know what you think. If I'm just basically, I have these two pole lights, the kind with the three lights on it. You know, they're kind of mid-century modern looking things. And normally I have them aimed away from me, so I'm just getting light through the shades. And now actually have aimed two of them at me. So it may be too much. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you think. All right. I will let you know what I've already put on my face. This might require glasses. And then we'll do the palette. I'm trying hard to use up this Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. So that is my foundation tonight. Therefore, I have no primer on or moisturizer. Again, I'm using the Fenty Beauty in Amber for my contour. For my highlight, I used Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo, and the color is Halo Goodbye. Isn't that cute? And that's how that looks. And for my concealer, I use L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Correcting Concealer, and so far I have to say it hasn't done anything wrong. It's not crepey. It looked crepey actually till I powdered it, and then it looked fine. And I applied it with one of these tiny things. Oh, and the tinted moisturizer was put on with a off-brand beauty blender that I'm trying out. The powder is Physicians Formula Talc-Free Mineral Wear, applied with not that brush. On my eyebrows, I'm trying out something from Miss A called AOA Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. That's what it looks like. In medium brown, applied with a little Wet n Wild, I think. Yeah, Wet n Wild brush. And I'm trying Miss A eyeshadow primer, perfect eyeshadow primer. And so far it's okay. For my lip pencil, I have a Prescriptives lip coloring pencil in Praline. This has been on my makeup use up for a while, and it's starting to get hard. Now I basically do have to sharpen it every time I use it. Okay, and then on my entire lid, I put, this is called Half Moon, and the brand is Wild and Crazy. I've had this for some years. It still works. My blush is City Color HD Blush in Warm Lavender. The actual lipstick is a little Clinique sample that I used a couple weeks ago. The color is Blushing Pops. So this is one of the color pops. They used to make color pops that were blush, right? Well, this is, yeah, okay. You got it. All right. I think that's everything that is already on my face, and my nose is itching. I don't know why. Okay. I'm once again going to use there it goes, the fabulous mirror. But tonight's palette is the newest Lime Crime called Venus XL. And, oh, by the way, my blouse was a gift from my friend Ginger. It's got more colors in it than you can see. It's got some kind of slate blue and some turquoise and some purple. But mainly, I'm going to be picking up the colors that you see up here. All right, let me try to show it to you without the mirror. There we go. And this is, as usual, my first time to use it. This upper corner looks like a really good color for the crease. Right there, it's called Idolized. A word about these palettes. You know, we just started 2 weeks ago, and I forgot to say then, because I didn't think about it. I'm thinking about it now, that maybe, I mean, there are a lot of looks that you can get out of these palettes, and it occurs to me that maybe you would like to see more than one look out of some of them, particularly the new ones. And, okay, I'm getting a lot of kick up here, but so I'm going to kind of dab it off. So if you want me to go back with any single palette, and like I said, I think that would particularly be the newer ones, and do a second look, let me know. Like maybe using colors that I don't normally use, or using a color that you happen to like a lot, just let me know, because I can do that. And wow, I'm doing this in the thing and not using my little mirror. It might be better if I use the little mirror. Okay, that was going on okay, but I still think it's better to use the mirror. Okay, so this is a pretty kind of brownish orange, kind of a straight up terracotta. And as you can see, the pigmentation is really great. Like I say, there's some fallout in the pan, but I'm, you know, kind of kicking it off right back into the pan, so I'm not getting any fallout on my cheeks. Susan, LittlePoet, if you happen to watch, please notice I've turned the lights back on and finally rearranged my candle holders and started using them again. That used to really bother Susan, and basically I stopped doing it when my mother died. And now I'm getting my act together and taking it on the road. No, I'm keeping it right here in the office, but the more weight I lose, the more perky I feel. So I'm doing better. Okay, I really like that. I'm gonna wait till I put something else on though before I blend. I'm gonna use the one right under that, which is called Celestial, for the lower lid, and it's kind of I would call it maroon, but it's got some gold sparkle in it, and the lower lid is where I can use some of that without worrying about it showing off my wrinkles. I'm going to use a smaller brush for that, and I think I'll probably use that for the under eye liner too. This is really pretty, I think. Yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah, I like that, do like that enough to use that for my under eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, for the upper lid right under the brow, I'm going to use this one called Blank Canvas. It's got a little shine to it, so that should be nice. Okay, that's really not showing as much sparkle as I like, so I'm going to use this one up above it that's a little pink with gold called Fresca. I'm just going to use that just right, yeah, right there. So I get a little sparkle in the arch of the brow. That was this one right here, Fresca. Okay, and now I'm going to give a pop probably in the middle of the lower lid with this really bright one here in honor of the blouse, and that's called Flora. Started to say Florida, but it's Flora. Okay, I think we need to do one more thing, and that is in the outer corner. I'm going to use a color similar to the one I used in the lower lid, except it's a matte. I mean, yeah, it's a matte instead of sparkle, and it's called Botticelli, that's Botticelli right there, or by Botticelli. Okay, so anyways, it's a touch darker, so it is really working for this purpose. Okay, let me do some blending and see how this looks. Gonna take one last color. It's called Love, and it's a light pink shimmer. And put a little dot in here. Okay, that last pink shimmer was called Love. It's this one. All right, one last thing. Let me apply the mascara, and then I'll come close and we'll take a look. And I'm using again this, no, I'm using a different one this week. This is Clinique. What's it called? High Impact Mascara. Okay. First time I've tried that, and for the first time, I'd say that's a nice mascara. We'll have to try it some more and see for sure, but so far, I'm trying to make it look like I have actual eyelids, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna come in close so you can see how it works. And that's it at a distance. Let's see how it looks with the glasses. With glasses and with hair. Okay. All right. That's it. So, I don't know. I like it. Like I said, there was a little kick out in the powder kicking up in the pan, but I just kind of tapped it right back onto the pan, and I only got one speck on my face, which I just kind of went and blew off. So that's good. I've liked their palettes in the past, and this palette came out, I'd say, a month or two ago, and is still available on the Lime Crime website, limecrime.com. All right, here's what I read. Jean Arthur, The Actress Nobody Knew by John Aller. Jean Arthur, I knew from having seen her with Jimmy Stewart in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, which is a movie I love very much. And it looks like my light's gone out. I might need a new battery back there. Also with Jimmy Stewart and You Can't Take It With You, both of which were directed by Frank Capra. I think a little more orangey lipstick might be good with this. Let's see what we can do about that. Yes, that's right. In the middle of talking about this book, I'm going to stop and redo my lipstick. What is this? This is Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Lip Tar. It's a mini, and I see no name on it, but I just think it would look a little better than that pink. I don't know. Oh well. All right. So, I don't know if I said, both of those were directed by Frank Capra, who's one of my favorite film directors. And I knew nothing about her at all when I ordered the book, and found out that it's called The Actress Nobody Knew because she was as reclusive, if not more so, than Greta Garbo. And she was a really very unusual person. She was born either in New York City or somewhere else in New York, probably somewhere else in either 1904 or 1908, probably 1904. She was one of these women who lied about her age, lied about where she was from, and was so private she didn't want the press or the public to know anything about her life. And just very unusual. Couple odd things about her. One thing is that she was so nervous before takes that she would literally throw up before and after every take. But when the camera started rolling, she was nothing but absolute perfection. Go figure. She was just incredible stage fright. She refused to really participate much in the way of publicity. I mean, through her life, there were some publicity photos, but not much compared to the other big actresses. Didn't like to be interviewed, just very, very reclusive. And another odd thing with her was she had an obsession with Peter Pan, to the point that in her early career, one of the few photos she allowed was herself dressed in a Peter Pan costume. And then she was in Peter Pan on Broadway, a play version, some years before Mary Martin was in the musical version. And that actually, they had been friends, and that actually broke up their friendship. Just odd, very odd person. Anyway, if you are interested in Jean Arthur or like Jean Arthur, you would probably be fascinated by this book. If you're not, you probably wouldn't. So anyway, one of you who saw the first video mentioned that you have started working out too, and that you're really bored and you want to know what I'm doing to keep from being bored. And I said I'd address that in this video, but I have to tell you, this video is really way too long already, so I hate to do a switcho-changeo on you, but I think it would be better if I save that for a video all by itself. Another thing y'all have maybe noticed already, but you will be seeing the changing of the rings. This is not my wedding ring. Both mine and Richard's wedding rings have already gotten way too large, so we have put them aside, not going to have them sized until we hit our goal weights. In the meantime, I am wearing, well, I never stopped wearing our 10th anniversary ring, but this ring here is a ring that my mother had made for me, which had the diamonds from her wedding and engagement rings set into my father's wedding band. So that's what's on now until it also gets too loose. So anyway, I just don't see any point in getting the wedding ring sized several times. So, okay, that is it for now. I will try to see you next week instead of 3 weeks or 2 weeks from now. Love y'all. Bye.